are back on Black and White Sports. John Matrix here with Rhodes Rants. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, happy Sunday.
Yeah.
Happy NFL Sunday.
Yes, it is. It's another Christmas, man. We get a Christmas every Sunday, man.
Yep, I love it. This is my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, man. This is going to be a really, really fun week. And the NBA preseason games are about to start. Actually, the Rockets play Monday night. They play the Shanghai Sharks, Yao Ming's team. So they're going to be playing them. So the preseason, man, the NBA preseason just popped out of nowhere. So be on the lookout for some NBA talk from us. Well, probably mainly from me, because Rhodes is kind of out on the NBA into the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know. I may, now that we have the sports channel, I may try to consume a little more,
Yeah.
So,
MLB playoffs are all set now too. The only bad thing about those, man, and we're just kind of talking about this right now until we get more people in. You got to wait for the notification to go out. Then we get into our pits. It's that the games, man, they can be on so late. I remember during when the Astros won the World Series a couple of years ago, people were up to like 12:30 a.m. local time because they were playing in LA. It was brutal. Right. Everybody going to work, man. It was zombies. Everybody's drinking coffee. So, but the Astros seem to be the favorite this time. They won their 105th game last night, or 106. I don't remember. They clinch home field throughout the playoffs. So that's going to be fun. All right, we got 2 people watching right now. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button.
I don't watch nearly the baseball I used to. I used to be a hardcore fan. I would watch. God, I would probably consume literally 120 regular season games a year.
Yeah.
And the last 8 or 9 years, almost the exact same time, I kind of fell out with the NBA. I kind of fell out with Major League Baseball, which is amazing because it was my childhood favorite sport.
Me
baseball.
Too. I grew up playing baseball.
I did too. I was a hell of a good high school baseball player.
Yeah, I was a catcher.
And I was a first baseman and outfielder.
Okay.
Sometimes third base, but I didn't have a gun on me really. So
yeah.
But I was a switch hitter, and I batted 373 my last year in high school.
That's pretty good.
And I just and the sad part is I didn't apply myself. I got a buddy that went on to play some pro ball, and I used to go out with him when we was younger and take batting practice off of these pro pitchers and just rake the hell out of them.
Yeah.
And he would just shake his head and he'd be like, "What'd you do?" And I was like, "Man, I don't know. I just didn't apply myself like I should have."
Yeah.
I actually became a more knowledgeable hitter when I was like 21, 22 than I was, I learned about, making sure my shoulder doesn't fly out and all the stuff you thought some baseball coach would have taught me. But when you grow up in a town of 1,000, you're not getting a lot of big time coaching talent there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in all the sports. It just is. So, did you get a notification? Did it go out?
Not yet.
I know we got 4 people watching right now. So 5 people watching actually. So we're about to go ahead and kind of jump in these pits and get ready for week 4 of the NFL. Man, it's something so special about Sundays in the NFL, man. And they're talk about a 17 game season, but we can talk about that later on, maybe. You want to
leave it alone?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can let me do a screen share here.
Okay. All right.
And we will get this rolling.
All right. Now see we have Maureen in the chat says, "Good morning, guys. I just got the notification. Thank you." Alfred is here also, says yes. So we're good to go. All right, so
Bam. All
All
right.
right.
Okay, and let me very quickly show how we did last week. We both did well.
Okay.
You went 10-5 and I went 12-3.
Wow, that's really good, man.
Yeah, I made up a ton of ground in 1 week.
Yep. But we're both 0-1 for this week.
That's true. This is the first week we have the Thursday pick that will show up next week on our record. So 32-14-1 for Matrix. Rhodes 28-18-1
Yeah, you're
on the
back in it.
season. I am back in it. I'm 4 games back. So this week will be a hot mess probably.
Yeah.
Titans at the no playing ass Falcons.
Oh, man. Everybody knows that I picked the Falcons to win the division. I have no faith in them whatsoever. But I got to stick with my division pick, man. Eventually, I'm going to get one game right with these guys. So I'm going to pick the Falcons. I actually wrote down the scores for my games, too. I'm going to pick the Falcons 32-24 since they're at home. If this was on the road, forget it. I'll pick Tennessee. But since they're at home, I'm going to roll with the Falcons.
Right. I am going with the Falcons too, and the only reason being is they're at home.
Yeah.
If they were playing this game in Tennessee, I would probably take Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I have no faith in Matt Ryan, in Dan Quinn right now at all on the road whatsoever, and I'm losing faith in them in what used to be a great home field advantage.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what Dan Quinn. He is the odor left over from Tom Brady's Super Bowl triumph comeback, and I think he's got to go. I just do.
Yeah. So you call for a vote of no confidence in the Atlanta Falcons.
It particularly in their coach. I just don't think that organization can get past it without Dan Quinn moving on.
Right.
Redskins. Oh, and let me give a score. Let's go 27-21 Falcons. I say Matt Ryan will have his best game of the year.
He better.
Right. Redskins at the Fighting Daniel Joneses.
Now, I know you're all big into the Giants now that Daniel Jones is in there. I'm still not sold on the Giants being a good team whatsoever. I still think this is a 4-12 team. But I'm going to pick the Redskins in this game. It's going to be a close game, but I'm going to pick the Redskins. I still believe that the Redskins are a little bit better team than the Giants. So I'm going to go 17-14, the Redskins. I know you're picking the Giants.
I would have highly considered the Redskins until they laid an egg against the putrid Bears offense at home. And I was like,
really good defense, though.
I was like, oh, come on. The Bears can't score. You've got to be able to beat the Bears at home. I'm not sold on the Bears as a team, mainly due to their offense. Their defense looks historically great, to be honest with you.
Didn't we both pick the Bears to win that division?
No. I picked Green Bay.
You picked Green Bay? Okay.
Yeah. And I picked Minnesota to make the playoffs.
Okay.
I am going Giants 21, Redskins 10.
Wow. Ooh. So you think it's kind of going to be a wipeout?
I think Jay Gruden has probably lost that team, and I think he's going to be a guy that's going to get a raw deal on his coaching because I like Jay Gruden. I think he has in the past worked miracles with a pretty crappy team, but that whole organization is a dumpster fire right now.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of dumpster fires, Chargers at the Fins.
Well, this is an easy one for me. I'm pretty sure it's an easy one for you. Um, the Dolphins, they showed a little something, and I mean a very little something against the Cowboys. I believe the halftime score was 13-6, if I'm not mistaken.
It was a very competitive first half.
Yeah, then they got wiped out in the second half.
And then they got wiped out. Yeah.
I really expect no different in this game. The Dolphins are at home, but this may be the worst team I've ever seen. Definitely up there. This is an easy one. What's the spread on this game? I definitely want to look up the spread and see.
Okay.
How favored are the Chargers on this? Let me get here to it.
By 9, maybe.
Oh no, that should be more than that. Chargers 14.5-point favorites, and they're going to cover. I got the Chargers winning 32-7.
Chargers are good, but I don't know that they're world beaters either.
Have you seen the Dolphins?
No, I
Dolphins,
agree. The Dolphins are trash-tastic as hell.
I mean, how many points have the Dolphins scored this year? I mean, if you look at their
what
Dolphins,
have they scored? 12 points?
Wow, they
points
scored
all
16
year?
points. 16 points, man. So they're averaging about little 5 points a game. So scoring 7 is a victory.
I literally just got the notification for this live stream. But that doesn't always mean anything, you know.
Yeah. Well, Maureen said that she already got the notification like 8 minutes ago.
Cool. Okay.
Yep.
Well, a lot of that may have to do with my cell phone signal. I've got, let's roll 27. I'm going to say it's a huge offensive day for the Dolphins. 27-10. What do you mean by 27-10 Chargers?
Now that is a huge offensive day for them. You know what, man? I think that the Dolphins are probably they're gonna beat somebody this year. It's gonna be unexpected. I don't think they're gonna go 0-16. They may go 1-15, but I don't know. They're terrible, man.
They're gonna mess around and beat a Arizona, or I'd have to look at their schedule, but they could mess around. Oh, the Jets maybe. You know,
or
they might beat the Jets. They might beat the Bills. I know everybody's loving the Bills right now, but I'm not so sure about that.
I'll say this, man. Check this
just
out.
Not there on it.
Oh, I was about to say they're going to win probably their final game of the season. And I'm pretty sure. And guess who that final game of the season is? At the Patriots.
Yeah, no starters will play.
Even if the Patriots rest everybody, I don't see the Dolphins winning that game. I think if they're, because Belichick is going to play everybody at least first half. So no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's next?
Raiders at Colts.
Raiders at Colts. All right. I picked Indianapolis in this game. I got this going 24-17 Indy, since they're at home. How long do you think John Gruden's going to last? I don't think he's going to last very long.
I don't know, because Mark Davis adores John Gruden.
Yeah, true.
And the Raiders have shown flashes this season, but that's all they've shown is flashes.
The Dolphins have shown flashes.
He needs a number one wideout. Losing Antonio Brown did hurt this offense. There ain't no doubt about that. I think Derek Carr is underrated too, by the way. Everybody's out on him. I think they're out of their minds.
Yeah. Well, he was overrated for a little bit. Now he's become underrated.
I'm going to say Colts 20, Raiders 17. Raiders keep this kind of close.
Okay.
Next, we have a very interesting game: Panthers at Texans.
Oh, yes. I think this could be a pretty good game. No Cam Newton once again, because we know that he said he's been playing injured, and he says he is not coming back till he's 100%. And I'm still going to pit the Texans at home. I'm going to go with a kind of a weird score here. I'm going to go 25-20 Texans at home over the Panthers.
Okay. This is a tough game. I tell you what, I'm picking the Panthers in this game.
Okay.
Kyle Allen. I've got a lot of faith in that dude. I hope he shows up. I like the Texans. I don't love them as much as everybody else does, I don't think. I am going 28-27. Very
That's
close.
cool.
Very
So
close.
probably like a last minute field goal or something.
Panthers. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And guys, we have 9 people watching right now. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button so YouTube will know that we're here. This is our best turnout so far. I mean, we're a very, very young channel. So if you wouldn't mind smashing that thumbs up button, we appreciate it.
Are you able to highlight comments? I guess I can't do that on this end. I've tried to highlight some and just keep them up there, but
yeah. See, Alfred, they got Railroad by Brown.
Marine Alfred, good morning.
Yep.
Chiefs at the Lions.
All right. Chiefs at the Lions. Get ready for this. Patrick Mahomes, man, he's a bad boy, man. He's the real deal. He really, really is. But guess what? I'm picking the upset.
What?
I'm picking the upset, man. Chiefs, they're not going to win every single game. And there's always this one game that's going to catch you by surprise. There's always several games that really catch you by surprise. Really good teams end up losing, like the Miami Miracle last year. Nobody in the world really expected the Patriots to lose that game in that fashion. I'm going to pit Detroit to pull the upset on Kansas City on their home turf. I'm going to go 28-27 because upsets do happen. I need to diversify my pits. This is the only reason. Yeah. I'm not saying Detroit is a better team or whatever. I'm just thinking they'll play a better game this Sunday, and the Chiefs' defense is still suspect to me.
So you're thinking, Matt, if nothing else, Matt Stafford might go out there and have one of his 4 randomly huge games every year that he has.
Don't you think it's possible against the Chiefs' defense?
Look, the Lions have a really good roster. It kills me that they continue to be a dumpster fire. And you want to talk about a team that underachieves and that's had a franchise quarterback and has year in and year out underachieved. God, I kind of want to pick an upset here too, but I'm not.
It's the culture, man.
It is. Chiefs 30, Lions 27.
At least you got it competitive.
Yeah. I think the Lions at home in the Dome, we'll see. The Fighting Mayfields versus the Lamar Jacksons.
Okay. Cleveland is a mess. I picked them to win this division, but Baltimore is a real team. I believe they're a real team with a good defense, and this is the wrong matchup for Cleveland. I'm still holding out on them to win the division. Maybe they'll get their act together, but I'm taking Baltimore in this one. I'm going to go 21-17 in this game.
So you got it pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got the wheels coming completely off.
You got a blowout.
Completely off. It's Ravens 35, Browns 14.
Wow.
And the narrative on Monday is going to be the house is burning down. I am sold on their roster. I think Freddie Kitchens is highly in over his head. They promoted a running backs coach to head coach. They literally tossed this season away because he's not the right guy. I just don't have any faith in Freddie Kitchens at all as a head coach.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've got it being ugly. I do.
Wow.
And for the sake of the sports narrative the rest of the week, I want to see that dumpster fire continue to burn, okay? Patriots at Bills.
Now, people think this could be a competitive game. Now, I know that the Patriots have their issues at wide receiver right now. I think Edelman is going to play. No, Josh Gordon. Didn't Josh Gordon have some kind of injury too? I'm not mistaken.
I think he's playing though. I haven't seen him ruled out, but it's
I think they're going to play. I think they're going to play. I have no faith in Buffalo's offense. None. No faith whatsoever. And Tom Brady absolutely owns the Bills. I don't even think this game is competitive, man. I'm going 27-10, New England.
A lot of I am shocked by the people that have so much faith in Buffalo right now. It is all over the league. People love their head coach. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Buffalo is headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
Patriots 35, Buffalo 14.
Pretty much the same score I got. You don't think it's close?
I think Belichick has heard. There will be plenty of people pick the Bills today. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And I think Belichick's playing a different game this year. He's not trying shit out. He's not playing around. He's going to boat race everybody. He is going to just mow them down. I think he believes he could go undefeated this year.
I think to beat the Patriots, I think you got to score 24 points. Buffalo ain't scoring 24 points. No way.
If I'm being honest, the only two teams right now that I feel could be really give them some problems is the Chiefs and the Ravens. That's it. And that's in all of football.
I would probably say I would say the Ravens more than the Chiefs.
And it's because Harbaugh has a formula. Yeah.
The defense.
I would like to jump out there and say the Cowboys, but not quite yet because of who the Cowboys have played. So if the Cowboys can go into New Orleans and get a victory, it'll show me a little more. I need to see. I think the Cowboys are a really good team. I do.
Yeah.
All BS aside, I just want to see their competition get a little tougher so I can see them against it.
It starts this week.
Yeah, it's the Fins and the Eli Manning Giants and things like that concern me with the boys right now.
Yeah.
Buccaneers at Rams.
Buccaneers at Rams. Okay. I'm not going to go against the grain this time. Tampa Bay, man, you had the Giants beat. I don't know what happened in that game. But
I know what
I don't have any faith in Tampa Bay. It'll be closer than what I would normally say, but I'm going to go with the Rams 30-20 in this game.
I am so inclined to take an upset in this game. I
wouldn't blame you if you did.
I don't think the Rams have a great home field advantage either.
They don't have a home.
yeah. But I just think that's such a corporate crowd out there too that it's it's a different area for sports. Um, in other words, I feel like they care more about USC than they ever think about caring about the Rams.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The hell with it. Buccaneers 24, Rams 21.
Okay.
There it is.
Rhodes is taking the upset.
Yeah,
Alfred says the Patriots have yet to give up a defensive touchdown. Yes.
they're an all-around team.
Yes. It's going to happen this week.
And now the narrative out there is their offense is terrible. Have you heard that this week? I've been like, what? Yeah, people are saying the Patriots offense is struggling. I'm like, okay. Okay, if you say so.
They've scored 106 points, which is like third in the NFL. Yeah, they're not struggling. That's fake news.
And that's not even a Rob Parker take, you know?
Yeah. And maybe not all of those points were on offense, but still.
Right. Seahawks at Cardinals.
Okay. Seattle. Last week they played
the Saints in
Seattle. They played the Saints in Seattle and lost.
I still can't believe that.
I cannot believe that. I can't believe that. So I think they're going to go on the road. They're going to Arizona, and they're going to make somewhat of a statement. But I do have this being a competitive game. So I'm picking Seattle 28-21 to win.
I'm going to go Seattle 24, Cardinals 21. I'm going to say the Cardinals are actually going to scare them a little bit.
What's your score?
Seattle 24, Cardinals 21.
Okay, field goal game. Okay.
Yep. Vikings at Bears.
Now, this is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be old school football right here. This is going to be a defensive struggle in this game. This is going to be a battle on defense.
Watch 70 points be scored in this game.
Probably so. But the Bears and the Vikings both have elite defenses. But I'm going to take Chicago at home, 14-10.
That sounds very accurate. I'm going to say I think Kirk Cousins has a dumpster fire game today. Throws like 3 picks, has a fumble. I'm going to go Bears 17, Vikings 3.
17-3.
Yeah, I think the Bears could score a defensive touchdown today.
Yeah,
I really do.
Right.
The Fighting Gunner Minshew's at the Denver Broncos. Jalen Ramsey did make the trip with Denver, by the way.
Okay. I don't like Jacksonville going into Denver in altitude. Most teams I don't like going up there in altitude. I mean, the Patriots are struggling in Denver. It's one tough place to play. Joe Flacco is still their quarterback. Don't have any faith in him, but I think this is going to be a low-scoring game as well, just like Chicago and Minnesota. But I'm going to take Denver in this game, 17-13.
You know what? I'm going to say the Jags pull one out here.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised.
Jags 17, Broncos 14.
Okay.
And I say that in a way I have no confidence in that pick whatsoever. In fact, after looking at the schedule, and I'm battling a cat here. Literally. Hey, Bear. I think this entire schedule today could leave us in ruins. I think there are potential like trap games everywhere, even for good teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna take the Jags in this game. Okay. God, what looked like one of the games of the year before Drew Brees got hurt.
Yeah.
Cowboys at Saints.
Okay. The Cowboys have lost 5 of their last 6 games in New Orleans, but they did pull off that huge victory. I believe when the Saints were 13-0 during the Super Bowl year, they went down to New Orleans and won. There is no Drew Brees in this game. Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback, and the Saints had a great victory in Seattle. Now everybody's all high on the Saints again. I think they come back down to earth this week, even though they're at home. It's going to be a close competitive game, I think, because that crowd is going to be raunchy. It's going to be loud. It's going to be wild. But I'm picking the Cowboys to win 28-24.
God.
If Drew Brees is there, I'll probably pick the Saints.
If Drew Brees was playing, I would automatically hit the Saints on this. You know what? I am not picking against the Saints in New Orleans. I'm just going to break it down to and I'm keep pulling for the Taysom Hill show to start in New Orleans. Maybe it starts tonight. If Teddy Bridgewater struggles in the first quarter and a half against what I think is a good good Cowboys defense, I'm going to go Saints 24, Cowboys 20.
Okay.
And if this was in Dallas, I would pick the Saints to get
demolished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would, but I think New Orleans is in the top 3 toughest places in all the league to play.
Yeah.
So, and tomorrow a complete dumpster fire. Bengals at Steelers.
Man, what a man! The Monday night games have sucked. The Thursday night games have sucked, except for last week. This past game, I should say. This is a no confidence pick. I think Pittsburgh is a mess right now. They were a mess even when Roethlisberger was there. But I'm going to pick Cincinnati 23-21 just because I don't really care.
The Steelers turned the ball, or the Niners turned the ball over 5 times last week. And the Steelers still lost.
That should tell you the Steelers are a mess.
They're a mess. I am still not picking against them in Pittsburgh. I'm just not.
Gotcha.
And because I think the Bengals blow too. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
You know, I think if this was a better team, you know, for example, you know, if the Cowboys or the Chiefs or the Chargers or somebody like that was going into Pittsburgh right now, I'd probably take the road team coming in. But I'm going Steelers, and it's going to be ugly. 17-14 Steelers.
17-14 Steelers. Okay. But you have no confidence in the pick either.
No, none. Zero.
Okay. Me neither.
Zero. Yeah.
Me neither, man.
Yeah, I've got a lot of picks that iffy about this week. I can tell you, for example, the Titans at Falcons. Would it shock me if Tennessee won this game?
No.
Nope. Not a bit.
No. Wouldn't shock me either.
Would it shock me if the Skins beat the Giants? Nope. In some odd way, do I think the Raiders could beat the Colts? Yeah, I do. You know,
I mean, would you be surprised if the Cowboys actually beat the Saints?
No, not at all. No, not in the least. No. And I could see the Vikings beating the Bears.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I would be shocked if New England lost to Buffalo and the Chargers losing to Miami. I think that's about the only games that would shock me, I believe.
No, I tell you what, for me, if the Browns beat the Ravens in Baltimore, it would floor me right now.
Hmm.
I think the Browns are a mess.
Yeah.
We all got suckered in to that team, and we just didn't sit back and go, look at this head coach, Ryan Russillo. You know I'm a big Russillo guy.
Yeah.
He has a phrase that he puts on head coaches that he calls coordinator face. And what that means is the head coach just looks like a career coordinator. Okay. And there's been a lot of them over time. Norv Turner has got coordinator face. Okay.
He was a great coordinator for the Cowboys.
He's a great coordinator, but not such a good head coach.
I agree.
And he said, and he self-admittedly has gotten a bunch of these right, but the only one he ever really missed on, and he said it was a huge miss, was Doug Peterson. He said Doug Peterson had coordinator face, and Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl. So he was wrong about that one. But he said you just look at some coaches, and they look like they're in over their heads as a head coach on the sidelines. And Freddie Kitchens looks like I would have given Greg Williams another shot before I would have given Freddie Kitchens this gig. And it's because Greg Williams at least is always going to have his defensive extremely competitive in every game.
Yeah.
So, and they won a bunch of games with Greg Williams last year. So, and I don't know that I would have given the job to either one of them. I'll tell you who I'd have given this job to. And he wanted it.
Who?
Mike McCarthy. I mean, that's who I'd have given the job to. You know, I think he's a good head coach.
He's not in the league right now.
Nope.
Did he actually say he was taking this year off? Because I would have thought he would have got hired like immediately by somebody. I can't remember.
He did, but it was really after the Browns decided to go with Kitchens that he said, I'm just going to take the year off.
Okay.
Because the word around the league is he wants to coach Baker. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of confidence in Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Well, okay, guys. Well, that is our picks for the week. It's going to be another fun football Sunday. Hopefully the games are really, really good. Hopefully I go undefeated this week because that'll be really good because Rhodes is only 4 games behind me, and that can change in a blink of an eye. You never know. So we'll have to see. So I made a bold prediction: Detroit upsetting Kansas City. You picked them too, right? Detroit to upset? No. You win Kansas City. Okay. So that's just a bold prediction for me. So we'll have to see.
I don't know that it's that bold. I mean, I think it's very possible that Matt Ryan has one of his one of his 4 big games of the year every year that blows his stats out of the water.
You mean Matt Stafford?
Who did I say?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Stafford, Matt Ryan. Hell, that's the 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other. I mean,
yeah. Well, okay, guys, we really appreciate it. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button on the way out and enjoy the rest of the football games today. See you soon.
Peace. We're out. Till next time.